Have you ever walked through a museum, admiring priceless paintings and wondered, what if someone just took one of these? How would they even pull it off? Art thefts are a whole different kind of crime. They're not about quick getaways or petty crimes. They're big, bold, and often executed in the most clever ways. In this video, we're going to dive into some of the most famous art heists that left the world in shock. We'll explore the stories behind masterpieces that vanished, sometimes never to be seen again, and the audacious criminals who dared to steal them. Let's start with one of the most famous heists in art history, the time the Mona Lisa was stolen right from the Louvre. The Mona Lisa heist, the theft that shocked the world. It was a regular day in August 1911 when one of the world's most iconic treasures, the Mona Lisa, was stolen from the Louvre in Paris. Painted by the genius Leonardo da Vinci, the Mona Lisa had been part of the museum's collection for over a century. But no one knew that on August 21st, this masterpiece would disappear without a trace, at least not for over 24 hours. The man behind this heist was Vincenzo Peruggia, an Italian handyman working at the museum. He had a personal motive. Peruggia believed the Mona Lisa had been wrongfully taken by Napoleon and that it belonged in Italy, his homeland. Determined to return it, he devised a clever plan. On the night before the theft, he hid in a storage closet at the museum, blending in with the museum staff. The next morning, as the museum was closed to visitors, Peruggia made his move. He took the painting off the wall, removed it from its frame, and concealed it under his coat. Just like that, the Mona Lisa was gone. For over a day, no one realized the painting was missing. When the theft was finally discovered, it caused chaos. The Louvre was shut down for a week, and police, along with other authorities, launched a massive search. Surprisingly, Peruggia outwitted them all. For 2 years, he kept the painting hidden in a simple trunk in his Paris apartment. In 1913, Peruggia attempted to sell the Mona Lisa to an art dealer in Florence, Italy. The dealer became suspicious and contacted the authorities, leading to Peruggia's arrest. The painting was returned to the Louvre in 1914, where it resumed its place as a global icon. But now, the Mona Lisa was not just a work of art. It was a symbol of intrigue and mystery. The aftermath, attacks and protection of the Mona Lisa. After the Mona Lisa was returned, its fame only grew, but so did the threats. The painting seemed to attract danger. In 1956, a man threw acid at it, damaging the lower part of the canvas. Luckily, conservators were able to repair it. That same year, another man threw a rock at the painting, chipping a small piece near her elbow. The Louvre responded by placing the painting behind protective glass. But this wasn't the end of the attacks. In 1974, during a special exhibition in Tokyo, a protester attempted to spray red paint on the painting to draw attention to the lack of disabled access. The Mona Lisa survived this attack too, thanks to its bulletproof glass. In 2009, a frustrated Russian visitor threw a ceramic teacup at the glass, and again, the Mona Lisa emerged unscathed. But the weirdest of them all came in 2022. Someone, disguised as an elderly woman in a wheelchair, threw cake at the protective glass while shouting about environmental issues. Talk about an odd way to make a statement. But once more, the painting remained untouched. Today, the Mona Lisa is protected by bulletproof, climate-controlled glass, ensuring that it stays safe for future generations to enjoy. Each close call seemed to only increase the painting's allure. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum Heist, a $500 million crime. The Mona Lisa wasn't the only artwork to face such daring heists. In 1990, one of the largest and most famous art thefts took place at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston. Two thieves dressed as police officers entered the museum late at night. They overpowered the museum's guards and spent over an hour stealing 13 masterpieces, valued at $500 million, including works by Vermeer, Rembrandt, and Degas. The theft shocked the art world. The culprits left behind no trace of their identities, and despite a $10 million reward for the return of the stolen artwork, the paintings remain missing to this day. The FBI has continued its investigation and numerous leads have surfaced, but none have led to the recovery of the art. The Gardner Museum has remained a key player in the search for these masterpieces, with their iconic empty frames reminding visitors of the art that was stolen. The theft also raised numerous questions. How could the thieves execute such a sophisticated heist with little evidence left behind? Where are the stolen pieces now? Are they locked away in private collections, or did the criminals sell them on the black market? These questions remain unanswered, making the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum heist one of the most mysterious crimes in art history. Edvard Munch's The Scream, stolen twice, recovered once. Let's jump to 1994, when Edvard Munch's The Scream was stolen from the National Gallery in Oslo, Norway. This iconic painting, valued at $120 million, was taken by thieves who broke into the gallery in the middle of the night. The audacity of the theft left the world reeling. Authorities launched an international investigation, and the search went on for 2 years. The investigation even involved Interpol and other law enforcement agencies, and numerous tips came from public. In 1996, the scream was found in a hotel in Asker near Oslo, and 4 men were arrested in connection with the theft. They were convicted and sent to prison. The motives behind the theft weren't entirely clear, but some believed the criminals had stolen the painting as a bargaining chip for a larger criminal operation. Others speculated they took it simply for its immense cultural value. Either way, the painting was recovered, but the scream didn't stop there. It was stolen again in 2004, and once more it was recovered in 2006. What's interesting about the scream is that it was stolen not once, but twice, and it was even returned both times. It raises questions about the lengths criminals will go to for art, and how the value of these masterpieces can sometimes lead to their theft again and again. The theft of Van Gogh's The Poppy Flowers, a multi-stage heist. In 1994, another daring art theft took place at the Museum of Modern Art in New York. Vincent van Gogh's The Poppy Flowers, worth $50 million, was stolen by thieves who had spent weeks casing the museum. On the day of the theft, they walked right in, took the painting off the wall, and vanished. The theft wasn't discovered until the next day, giving the thieves a head start. Despite an extensive investigation, the painting hasn't been recovered, and the culprits are still at large. What makes this theft even more intriguing is that the poppy flowers had been stolen before from the same museum in 1978. It was recovered several years later, but stolen again in 2010 from the Mahmoud Khalil Museum in Cairo. It wasn't until 2016 that it was recovered and returned to the Museum of Modern Art. The fact that the same painting has been stolen multiple times from different locations is a bit eerie, don't you think? It makes you wonder just how much people are willing to risk for a piece of art, and why some masterpieces seem to attract so much attention. The 2010 Picasso heist, a bold theft in Paris. In 2010, another shockwave hit the art world. A thief managed to steal 5 paintings, including works by Picasso, Matisse, and Modigliani, from the Museum of Modern Art in Paris. The total value? A staggering $100 million. This heist was bold and daring. Authorities worked tirelessly to track down the thief, but the case took unexpected turns. One of the stolen paintings was discovered in a trash can on the streets of Paris, just thrown away like yesterday's news. The twist didn't end there. The thief was eventually caught after attempting to sell one of the stolen paintings to an undercover officer. He was arrested and sentenced to 8 years in prison. The investigation into this theft had its share of surprises, and it raised plenty of questions about the safety of valuable art and how even the best secured museums aren't immune to bold criminals. These are just a few of the most daring art heists that shocked the world. From the Mona Lisa to priceless works by Picasso and Van Gogh, the art world has seen its fair share of audacious crimes. These heists leave us questioning how thieves manage to outwit the world's top security and what drives people to steal such iconic masterpieces. Want to hear more thrilling stories about the world's most shocking crimes and heists? Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible videos like this one. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.